All right, Shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ba'Hashem,
Bahashem,
Yahushai,
Yahushai, Bahashem,
Ba'Hashem, Rakar
Rakar
Kadash.
Kodash. A double honors to our elders and our apostles of Great Millstone who taught us this truth and who also will well. Peace and salutations to you, Akim, and your hopeful elect that's pushing this truth and sincerity and honesty. It's the brother Shemayim,
I know about you.
and we just came together through spirit to do a lesson going into how, pretty much that this world is out of control, man. Our wickedness is continuing, and it pretty much it vexes our spirit, man. All right, it vexes our spirit, and we want Yahweh Shema Shai to bring His righteous judgment, and so that this place can be destroyed, so we can receive the kingdom of heaven. All right, and we can dwell in paradise. We won't have to worry about being around adulterous women, at the workplace, being around faggots, homosexuals, transgenders. All right, we won't have to be around all this freakism, man. All right, that is the culture of America. So you want to get that in Second Peter's.
Con. There's a Second Peter's 2:4. For if the Most High spared not the angels that sinned, but cast them down to hell, and delivered them into chains of darkness.
Yep, and those angels that the Most High casted down to hell, not talking about, the Lord, He casted angels and they went to the underground to where they're burning. Nah, that's that Christianity mumbo jumbo, which is, they don't understand the scriptures, all right? Those angels is talking about the elect, all right? The elect was casted down into, which were the first spirits, among the first spirits created with Yahweh Shai, all right? And they was cast into the chains of darkness, meaning this flesh, all right? This carnal body, all right, which was subject to go off, or subject to sin. All right, so the scripture says the Most High spared not, the angels, the first spirits that created. Continue on.
To be reserved unto judgment.
Yes, to be reserved unto judgment. All right, the day of judgment, where pretty much the elect are going to receive a righteous judgment. All right, and then the wicked Israelites and the rest of these heathens in the world, all right, the main heathen being Esau, Edom, all right, the so-called Caucasians, are going to receive their judgment, all right? It's either you're going to receive a righteous judgment or you're going to receive, the judgment of the wicked, of being wicked. Go ahead,
God. And spared not the old world, but saved Noah, the eighth person, a preacher of righteousness.
Yep, it spared not the old world, but saved Noah, the eighth person, a preacher of righteousness. All right, and the elect represent Noah. All right, and the Most High has ordained His men to be prophets among the nations. All right, to prophesy and pretty much roll out the red carpet for Yahweh Shai to come back. All right, roll out the red carpet. All right, let you know the judgment of the heathen nations. You're all going into slavery. Letting them know 2/3 of Israel, letting them know the judgment if they don't turn back to Yahweh Shai. All right, and then the elect, they're going to hear the warning, and then they're going to get right. So they're going to receive a righteous judgment, which is going to be salvation. All right, but Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai did not spare the old world. All right, and He destroyed the world with water. All right, and only saved Noah and his family. All right, so how much more now? The Lord is going to destroy this world, but not with water, but with fire. All right, because He made a promise that He wasn't going to destroy the world with water no more. That's why we have the rainbow, which Esau, the so-called white man, which is the wicked that the Bible speaks of, he turned that symbol into wickedness. It turned it into the LGBTQ, symbol. All right, which really that's the symbol between Yahweh Shai, the covenant that He made with the earth. You see, and that's exactly why we hate this place, all right, because the wicked is in rulership, Job 9:24. All right, and it's vexing to our spirit. Go ahead,
God, yeah, I said with the flag, he turned every damn thing, the rainbow, Salakia, with the rainbow, he turned every damn thing upside down, man. That's supposed to be as a sign of no more no, the flooding the earth, the Lord not flooding the earth, no more, but Esau turns into a damn symbol on some homosexual man,
Yeah, yeah. Something that was righteous, he turned wicked.
Con.
hmm That's why it says Isaiah 29:16. Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? Or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding? All right, so Esau, he turned everything upside down, but guess what? It's going to be esteemed as the potter's clay. All right, it's going to turn to mush. All right, and that's what you see now. This is what America is. America is totally destroyed. America is totally corrupt. All right, everybody's sick. All right, everybody's unhealthy. All right. Well, the scriptures tell you when the righteous are in authority, then the people shall rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. And that's all you see is people mourning. All right. So that's what this place has turned to a pot of clay. Why? Because Esau, he does the complete opposite of how Yahweh Shema Shai wants things to be ran in the earth. He goes completely against the scriptures. You want to go back to? Is there any more in Second Peter's?
Oh, a little more. Bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly.
Yep, and the Lord flooded the earth before because the earth was at its height of wickedness, as it is now. All right, as it is now, at the height of wickedness. All right, people chopping off their rods. All right, and getting breast implants. All right, women, trying to pop other women. Be lesbians and turn them out. And people marrying trees, marrying their animals. And Esau, he's making wicked decrees. All right, allowing you can marry inanimate objects. All right, see, the wickedness is at its height. So the next thing to come is the destruction. And it's going to be flooded not with water but with fire. You go ahead,
Oh, cons. It's actually more.
Mm-hmm.
Turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemned them with an overthrow.
Yep, and Sodom and Gomorrah, I believe it was in the book of Jude, it tells you that Sodom and Gomorrah was an example of how not to live, man. All right, an example. And America pretty much is the modern day Sodom and Gomorrah. All right, like the elder Yahweh Paul from from the GMS SF camp. He pretty much, through spirit, he believes that San Francisco is Sodom and Oakland and the surrounding cities is Gomorrah. So what is the Lord going to do to this place? As an example, matter of fact, let's get it real quick. And then we can bounce back. I'm going to get it out. It's Jude 1 and 7. Even as Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities about them in like manner, giving themselves over to fornication and going after strange flesh, are set forth for an example, suffering the vengeance of eternal fire. So that was an example. So how much more America? All right, this place is worse than Sodom and Gomorrah. So the Lord, he has those nuclear ICBM missiles that are prepared for America. And that's why you see World War III. The end of World War III is going to be the end of America, a.k.a. Babylon the Great, when they shoot the nuclear missiles on here. Russia, North Korea, the EU and NATO, they're all going to shoot their nuclear missiles upon America. All right? You want to add anything,
Oh, yeah, come. Just saying, like it says an example, a lot of people know about Sodom and Gomorrah, and the wickedness that went on in there, and it's like to see all this that going down now, to not to think that anything's gonna happen, that's crazy, man. That's foolish.
Yep. And especially the elites know. You read in the book of Ezekiel, I forgot what chapter and what verse, but I'm roughly paraphrasing. It says, "Thou art wiser than Daniel." So Esau, the so-called white man, he goes out and searches all things out. And guess what? They went over to that land where Sodom and Gomorrah was, and guess what they found? They found ruins, and they found nothing but sulfur. And pretty much sulfur, that was a foreign thing to be over there. Like, there was no sulfur anywhere near that area except for where that city was. All right. And pretty much that's just proof they know that Sodom and Gomorrah actually existed. And they know that the Lord actually destroyed it, as the scriptures say he did, with fire and brimstone. See? So these people, they're living in denial. All right. They think they can, Amos 9, especially 2/3 of Israel. All right. Because they're the ones with the conscience. They're the ones that the Lord, was giving it the laws and statutes to. I'm gonna get it real quick. It's in Amos the 9th chapter. Here we go. This is Amos, and you can break it down. Amos chapter 9 and 10. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say that evil shall not overtake no prevent us.
All the sinners of the Most High's people, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, if you didn't know by now, you're the Israelites, so it says all the sinners of my people, so, like Ecclesiastes 8 and 11 says, though a sinner do a evil 100 times, he's basically the Most High is long-suffering, so you're not going to get away with what you're doing, It just has a appointed time that your judgment is going to come down, All the people, all people committing sins like adultery, sleeping with the next man's wife, all our people who despise the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, who sign up to all these phony philosophies that Esau has out here, all of you gonna get it real soon.
For real. And pretty much they don't see the judgment right there. So they think that they got away with it, They actually think that they slipped by, and then they're gonna keep on adding iniquity upon iniquity, That's why I'm gonna get that in Ecclesiastes. I'm gonna pull it up right now for you. Well, you know what that is? Because judgment is not executed speedily.
I got it right here.
The water.
There's Ecclesiastes 8 and 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the hearts of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
Yeah, fully set. Beautiful. Because that's what you see now. All right, 2/3 of Israel, 2/3 of Jakes, they have a conscience when they do something bad. They be like, damn, because the Most High, or they say God, they be like, God's gonna mess me up, And then the days go on, and then they still chilling, And then they turn around, they be like, oh snap, ain't nothing gonna happen. Then they go out, continue to do more wickedness, Or they fully setting them to do evil, so they just want to complete just rampage. Doing wickedness, committing adultery, shooting people, shooting other Jakes, being in the hood, selling drugs, selling big drugs, And then they don't think really they think that ain't no judgment gonna come because it hasn't been came. So they just be like, fuck it, But Jake, deep down inside, they know that one day, it's gonna come back and bite them. But they don't realize that Yahweh Shem outside is the one that's gonna judge them. All right, and then the Most High, he has a special judgment set up. All right, he got specially, hey man, talking about famine, martial law. All right, FEMA camps. See, the Most High, he has these judgments set up for you wicked Jakes, man. All right, you Jakes ain't gonna go out, like y'all think y'all gonna go out. You gonna get a shootout, or you might go out, somebody might run up on you, shoot you. Then the Most High, he has other things prepared for wicked Jakes. More painful things, Could you get Matthew 24 and 37?
This say Matthew 24:37. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be.
Yep.
For as
Oh, go ahead. All right.
my bad.
That was all good.
For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating
Mm-hmm.
and drinking,
Mm-hmm.
marrying and giving into marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark.
Yep. Yep. That's beautiful because it tells you what they're doing now. All right. So that we have to be we're at the end, man. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. We are at the end. All right. Eating, drinking, going to different sports events, not paying attention, not watching. All right. The enemy is about to roll on the Israelites. And you people out here, you guys are out here still lollygagging, man. All right. Eating, drinking, giving into marriage. All right. You got IUIC and the Lord is destroying that congregation. But you got Nate on a cruise ship. Here we are at the end of the world, and you got Nate, Satan. He knows he's an Israelite. He on a cruise ship, not getting right with y'all by outside. All right. He's living his life. All right. Making money off his congregation. All right. Robbing the Most High. And then he's on a cruise ship marrying people. So he's fulfilling the prophecy, man.
Huh. I got a quick precept.
Go ahead, Art.
There's Ecclesiastes 7:2. It is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting. For that
Yep, it's better. Oh, go ahead, Art.
For that is the end of and the living will lay it to his heart.
Mm-hmm. Did you read that again, Baba Shah? I messed it up.
No, that was me. My bad. This the Ecclesiastes 7:2. It is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it's better to go to the house of mourning than the house of feasting. All right, because pretty much the men that's prophesying in season and out of season, they're commanded to go on the highways and hedges. All right, and they're crying and sighing unto Yahweh outside to bring judgment because it vexes our spirit. So it's better to go into the house of mourning than a house of feasting because these people in the world, they're living it up right now. All right, they're fulfilling the lust of their flesh. All right, they're eating all kind of food. All right, which the food is defiled. See, they're fools. They have no understanding. They're destroying themselves. All right, and then the Lord is going to destroy them, man, in the process. All right, they're committing all type of wickedness. All right, they think that the way of living now is the set way to live. All right, the American way. All right, but that's not the way. You got to live in ways that Yahweh Shema Shai. All right, and the ones that are living according to the commandments of Yahweh Shema Shai are the elect. Are those that come back to Yahweh Shema Shai, sincerity and honesty, and do His commandments. All right, and by us doing that, we're made separate from this world, this wicked ass world. All right, and we're sighing and crying because we can't. There ain't no rest here. The scriptures say, "Rise and depart, because this is not your rest. It shall destroy you, even with a sword destruction." All right, so we can't rest here, man. All we can do is do the works of Yahweh Shema Shai, cry and pray unto Him. All right, that He delivers us and brings righteous judgment. You want to ask him?
Yeah, because people in the house of feasting, partying up and just like the bread and circus, This
exactly.
The same thing going on today, what is it? No new thing under the sun. But the house of mourning, man. The men y'all by Shmuel Shah are mourning because they see all this wickedness going on. Like we was talking about just vexed with this filthy ass polluted place and mourning. Because we understand that the kingdom's coming. The men, the Lord's men, they want the kingdom, not this place.
Yep.
But for that is the end of all men, and the living will lay it to his heart.
Yep, and the living will lay it to his heart. Meaning the living will consider, the wise sayings, man.
sorrow is better than laughter, for by
Yep.
sadness of the countenance the heart is made better.
Yep. And scriptures say, those that sow in tears shall reap in joy. We're paraphrasing. So right now we're sowing in tears. All right, we're doing the work. All right, despite all the elements that we have from being in this wicked kingdom. All right, we have cognitive issues. All right, our back messed up. You know, we might be blind. You know, we got to wear glasses, get contact. Our head might hurt all the time. But we push through that, the afflictions, and we do all things for the elect's sake. All right? If we sow it in tears because it hurts to do this righteous work, all right, we got to push through our pain. All right, we got demons messing with us, demons always trying to get it on us. All right, but we're sowing in tears so that we can reap in joy. And when we reap, we're going to reap the benefits of serving Yahweh Shema Shai. Isaiah 4:1. All right, we're going to eat when everybody else is dying. All right, we're going to be turning up while everybody else is dying, man. Literally. All right, we're going to have the best food, the best drink, while everybody else. See, that's why we're catching hell now, so we won't have to catch hell later.
Just like it say, those who laugh now, we're gonna cry later. All the people feasting and just trying to live it up now. They gonna be crying in that time. Like it says Isaiah 65. The men of the Lord gonna be what is it called? Basically feasted in that day.
Mm-hmm. You want to get the precept back?
Con.
Let's pull it out. Let's get it.
This Isaiah 65 and 13. Therefore thus saith the Lord power, behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry.
Yep. My servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Talking about you people that are living it up now. All right. 2/3 of Israel, going to Wingstop, just completely indulging in their flesh. All right, going to Bubble Gump.
Red Lobster.
Red Lobster. All that, all that, just living it up, living fat, selling big drugs. Now you got your own house. You got the flat screen TV. All right, you commit adultery, so you commit adultery with multiple other women. Are you living it big right now? All right, but guess what? When the Lord bring that judgment, the Most High, He's going to bring the judgment on you wicked people, you wicked Israelites first and foremost. Then you so-called white people and the rest of you heathen nations that are here. You the so-called Indians that are making money off the nation of Israel. Are you so-called Chinese? All right, the Lord is going to bring judgment on all you, but all right, the 1/3 of Israelites, the 1/3 of so-called black Latinos and other Indians that wake up to the truth and serve Yahweh Shema Shai and be His servants, and they're going to eat. All right, and then the Most High is going to give His men multiple wives. All right, see, the Most High is going to give us everything, but in righteousness, not in wickedness, but in righteousness. We're going to have multiple wives. All right, virgins. All right, some of them virgins. All right, to the kingdom, and ultimately in the kingdom of heaven, we're going to have virgins. All right, we're going to have mansions. All right, well, not mansions. We're actually going to have mega structures, and they're going to be castles. All right, and we're going to have everything, man. We're going to have the fruits of the earth. All right, we're going to be eating whatever we want that's clean. All right.
Jake going to have planets. Jake going to have chariots.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man, scriptures say eyes have not seen nor ears have heard,
Yep.
We can only imagine on this side what the kingdom gonna be like.
Only imagine. Only imagine. And then you see, you Israelites, you guys rather get everything on this world. That's why it tells you in 2nd Ezra, I believe the 9th chapter, it says, "Ye have received benefits and had not known me." See? If you knew what Yahweh Shema Shai is going to do, man, you would get right now. You see, the Lord sent His angels to blind the majority of our people so that they can't get it. Why? Because they're wicked, man. And they was wicked in their past life also.
Mm.
Is there any more of what you got?
Behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be
Yep.
hungry. Behold,
Yep.
my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty.
You shall be thirsty, and there's going to be a famine of water out here. You're going to try to turn off some tap water. It's going to look like Flint water. Are you going to try to turn on the sprinkler water, and the sprinklers ain't going to cut on? All right, you're going to be looking for water. There ain't going to be no water, man. All right, all the creeks are going to be polluted. All right, all the bottled water is going to be gone. All right, and then they going to die of thirst. But guess what? The Most High is going to give his men the choice water. All right, the Most High is going to give his men alkaline water. All right, yayan, wine. That's how you say yayan. I mean, that's how you say wine in Hebrew, yayan. All right, the men of the Lord is going to have more than pretty much the scripture said. We're going to have abundance, which is mean more than what we actually need. We're going to have a surplus. All right. And plus, our wives, we're going to have a lot of wives in that day. The 7 women shall take hold of one man. All right, we got to push that vibration out. Because it's going to happen, man. We're living in that time. You can continue why.
Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed.
Yep, ye shall be ashamed. Because the majority of the Israelites are going to know. There's no hope for your sins no more. You're going to be ashamed because you know that this was the truth and that those men that you demonized were the prophets of Yahweh Shema Shai, and yet you chose to continue to live in the world, man. Or all the jakes that fell out the truth and went back into the world, you're going to be ashamed in that day, all right? Because the Most High is going to put it in front of your face and let you know that you messed up. Because then shall there be known that the prophet was amongst you. Was that Ezekiel?
Con, Ezekiel 33.
Can we get that, Bobby Shaw?
Con.
And then shall you know that a prophet was amongst you. It's going to be too late.
There's Ezekiel 33 and 33. And when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come. Then shall they know.
It will come. Mm-hmm.
Then shall they know that a prophet hath been among them.
Yep. Then shall they know that a prophet has been among them. All right? They're going to have like an epiphany, and then they're going to see them getting cussed out by the prophets. They're going to see the face of the men cussing them out, and they're going to be like, dang. And then at that very moment, they're going to realize that they fucked up, and then the judgment is going to come, and then there ain't going to be no escape from it.
What is that? I was trying to get Hosea 5 and 15. This is okay. It's Hosea 5 and 15. I will go and return to my place till they acknowledge their offense and seek my face. In their affliction, then they will seek me early. Yeah.
Yep.
So when our people are being afflicted in those days, when all the party time is over, once the famine and all that hit, the famine of the word and the martial law troops and everything hit, it's going to be too late. That window of opportunity of repentance is going to be over,
Mm-hmm.
and they're going to realize that the prophets were speaking from Yahweh Shema Shai, not just men out there just saying things. They're going to know their prophet was among them. And then they're going to try to seek the name of the Lord. What was his name? Or where the men at? Then all of a sudden the word is not going to be foolishness to them, but they ain't going to be able to find.
Yeah. Just like the Most High, he sent Ezekiel to a rebellious house. He told him, he kept telling Ezekiel over and over again. He said, I'm going to send you to talk to these people, but they're rebellious. The majority of them ain't gonna listen, man. All right, but I'm gonna send you over anyway because if you warn them, matter of fact, through the Spirit we can get it. It's Ezekiel. He said, I will require the blood at thine hand. Ezekiel chapter 3.
And 17.
Yep. Beautiful.
This is Ezekiel 3 and 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me.
Mm-hmm. And that's exactly what we're doing. Yeah, even though the majority of you niggas out there, all right, and you stick and you Uncle Tomahawks out there ain't gonna listen. Go ahead, Art.
When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thine hand.
Yep. So if we don't do this, if we don't warn you and continue to warn you, all right, then the Lord, He's going to require the blood at our hand. All right, He's going to require the blood at our hands, even though you're still going to die for your wickedness. Go ahead, Art.
Yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul.
Yep. So if we continue to preach, even though they're not going to forbear, we still going to save our own souls because we told you, or we warned you, and that's the job that the Lord has set us up to do, to be a watchman, to warn the nation of Israel, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear. So that's what we got to continue to do, and through the Spirit and the power of Yahweh Shema Shai, will He continue to put that Spirit on us to continue to do it. All right, because we at the end, this thing's about to get cut off, man. All right, the elect has to be sealed right now because we see the pending judgment going on. And plus, there's camps all over the world. And it's truth that has touched every doorstep, man. Everybody knows about the Hebrew Israelites, man. All right, so we will have to be at the end, and the elect will have to be saved, sealed. So once the elect is sealed, then the destruction is going to come because the elect are going to be the only ones that are going to be delivered in these last days. All right. So yeah, that was it on that. Did they can have any more precepts?
Oh, that was the last one I had.
All right, we can end it off. I had a precept in my mind, but it slipped.
Was it 2nd Ezra 9 or?
That's Spirit. Yes, 2nd Ezra 9. Oh no, actually, it was Revelation 11.
This is Revelation 11 and
18.
And 18. And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants the prophets.
Yep, it's time for Yahweh Shemashai to give reward unto his servants the prophets. All right, each of those that receive, that are going to receive a penny. Go ahead,
and to the saints and them that fear thy name.
Yes, and the saints and to them that fear thy name, the elect. The 144,000 and then the innumerable amount of men, women, and children that believe upon Yahweh Shai through the gospel of the elect. Those make up the 1/3 that are going to be delivered. The saints, and those are the ones that fear the names of Yahweh Shai. Go ahead,
Small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroyed the earth.
Yep, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth. Esau, you so-called white people. All right, mainly chiefly. And then also, you heathen nations have a hand in that too. And then 2/3 of Israel, you guys also have a hand in the wickedness, all right? Because you are of your father the devil, which is Esau, or the red Hebrew Edomite, so-called self-proclaimed Caucasian, right? So we're living in a time where the Most High is going to bring that judgment. And how is he going to do it? He's going to do it with that fire, all right? As in the days of Noah, but instead of water and the flood, is going to be a flood of fire with those ICBM nuclear missiles. That's the lake of fire right there. All right, and then chiefly the main one that's in rulership is Esau, the so-called white man. All right, and he has to be taken out right along with you heathen nations before the kingdom of heaven is going to be established. So we're living in that time where judgment is going to go out, and you know the Lord is going to give rewards to his servants. So all we got to do is continue to fight, continue to push, continue to be in the spirit, continue to be brotherly, continue to pay alms and tithes. All right, continue to push. All right, continue to grow. Continue to abound. And guess what? Yahweh Shemel Shai is going to reward us. With that being said, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Bahashem,
Bahashem, Yahweh Shai,
Bahashem,
Bahashem, Wadash.
Kodash.
Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, God's truth, and who rule well. Peace and salutations to you out there, and hopefully elect. Because pushing this truth and sincerity and honesty. Shalom.
Shalom.